Hi, welcome back to the Blissful Heart channel. I'm Desiree Lee, here to give you your weekly Bliss Fix, specifically for twin flames for the week of October 10th to October 16th, 2016. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to all my subscribers. And I know that I say this to you guys all the time, but like every time I get a new subscriber, I swear like my ability to do this reading just gets charged even more because there's more people that are listening, and it's like each of you are contributing to this reading. So I just want you to know that. And it is specifically to my wave, and I think that this wave is the largest wave ever. You know, for all the new viewers, I do channeled readings. I do an energy read, and then this one's for the twin flames, and I'll go through them quickly, and then I'll revisit the cards and show you a screenshot. So I know a lot of people like to see the cards, and you will get a chance to see them. I had a lot of comments last week that most people, like almost everybody that commented about me pulling the cards, said yes. I think I had one person that wasn't interested in it. And if you don't want to watch me pull the cards and you just want to skip, I would just kind of like skip maybe 10 minutes into the video and see, you know, you can kind of scroll through and skip that part if you are short on time. This last week felt like the longest week ever. I don't know. I mean, this whole process is just really challenging. And I finally, because like last week I had that big up level of my gifts, and there's been all sorts of synchronicities, number sequencing, butterflies, bumblebees. Bees are for expect miracles, butterflies are for transformation, and twin flames. And you know, it's not over for me yet, right? So last week's reading hasn't ended for me yet, and I have gotten clear messages from Spirit that something very big is going to happen today, Saturday. And so my fingers are crossed. However, in terms of total physical union, I got a hit that for all the twin flames in this wave, that should happen by the end of November, specifically more around Thanksgiving time, like the 24th of November. And so that's what I've been getting. And I've actually had that hit once before. So yeah, it's pretty clear from my guides. And yeah, so you know, there's a lot of readers out there, and everybody kind of channels a different energy, and they're all catered to try to like help you. So like if you vibe with me, awesome, like that means I'm a great reader for you. And you know, if you don't vibe for me, there's so many readers on the internet, you know, on YouTube, so I would just keep on looking. I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve right now. Like I have struggled and ebbed and flowed with patience, and really trying not to set a timeline on it, and then revisiting my fears and letting go. And you know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of like I have a friend that is a divine feminine as a man, and you know, I've also been doing some more readings. I'm so sorry, like Spirit shut me down, my internet went down, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't upload any videos. Like Spirit pretty much controls me, and so it's tough for me because I am like a very reliable person. I like to do things when I'm supposed to do them and when I say I'm going to do them, and it's like I don't really have any control. And so I was shut down from doing any readings. That finally lit up on like Wednesday night or Thursday morning or something. And then, you know, I have 2 other jobs, so it's like my schedule's pretty crazy, and I am trying to acclimate because, you know, I'm starting to get more requests. And so I just ask that you be really patient with me and know that I have a burning desire to help each of you, and that's what I'm here for, right? So please just understand what's going on, and that I am victim of Spirit. I have no choice but to listen to Spirit. Everything in my body will resist. And you know, that will happen for you too once you start really listening to your intuition and following the signs and falling into that ebb and flow of life, right? That's what I was talking about last week, like fall into the flow. And this morning it was just like everywhere I went, like there was numbers and people being nice and love. Actually, it started last night. And it's just, I feel like I'm a note in a song, and I'm just kind of flowing through life right now. And I know a bunch of you are probably experiencing something very similar. And so it's really like every time we let go and reconnect with spirit, we're helping our twin let go and reconnect with spirit. And every time your twin does something to upset you, look at what it triggers in you, right? So basically, like on a general basis, the divine feminines have a fear of being abandoned, and then the divine masculines have a fear of loss. That would be like a general, right? So they're very similar, aren't they? But in terms of how we react to it, it's different. The divine masculine runs, and the divine feminine clings. It's kind of cute in a way. So the divine feminine is looking at letting go, and the divine masculine is looking at trusting. Right? And so it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, because that union card really hit my heart last week, and so I do think the union is getting closer and closer and closer and closer, and it's just a matter of time. Okay, are you excited? Let's do this. So we're doing the general card for the divine masculine for the week of October 10th to October 16th. We have a full moon this week, a full moon in Aries, which is reconciliation of relationships with partners and friends and the whole planet. Sounds very promising to me. Okay, so this is for the twin flames, specifically in my wave for the week of October 10th to October 16th. What is the divine masculine currently experiencing in his life right now? What is currently going on with the divine masculine? What is his energy? Just breathe. Remember where this showed up last week? It showed up in the emotional space for the divine feminine, and I said I think it's for both of us. That's his current space now. That means he's physically, consciously, just trying to breathe. And then for the divine feminine, her current energy, just like an overall energy in this space, is opportunity beckons and coming together. Sometimes they just stick. And that's interesting, yeah? Coming together is the Two of Cups. For those of you that are familiar with Tarot, that's like union. Union. And then she's got this opportunity beckons. Oh, good. Yes, that's been coming up. I just got chills. The divine feminine is bouncing back and forth between fear and trust. Fear and trust. I feel him, he's coming. Maybe he's not coming, right? That's that fear of abandonment. Maybe he's not coming. Goosebumps everywhere. Okay. And then for the emotional space of the divine masculine, spiritual warrior 1. Spiritual warrior 1, what is he projecting or feeling towards the divine feminine spiritual warrior 2? What is he emotionally feeling? Oh, there's lots of double cards coming out today. I just accept, okay? Spread your wings. Did you guys get your wings? Because I felt mine come in strong last Saturday. Angel wings. Spread your wings. And giving and receiving. How stupendous. This is emotional energy. That means that he's finally starting to let go and share, right? Share energy. Okay, so the emotional space for the divine feminine, what is she currently feeling towards the divine masculine? Seek the truth. Yeah, that's good. That means that she's staying plugged into spirit and not her fears. She's trying to communicate to her twin through spirit, through the infinite creator. Through her guides. And I only got one card for her there. So then the mental space of the divine masculine, what is he projecting at the divine feminine for the week of October 10th to October 16th? What is he projecting towards her, spiritual warrior 1? So mentally, he's projecting sadness and isolation and solar plexus chakra. My solar plexus chakra was on fire the other day, and I knew that it was his. And so the sadness and isolation, I think that's that whole, what I was saying, that they struggle with that fear of loss. And so mentally, I think that that's what he's thinking towards her and towards the relationship. And at the same time, simultaneously, he's building confidence. Yes, so I know I try not to do the reading right now. But yes, he's getting willpower and confidence. So he's overcoming that fear. And then the feminine is move. Move into love, move into partnership, union. Mentally, she's projecting that at him, which is what he needs, right? And then the action card of the Divine Masculine is flow. Wheel of Fortune. He's allowing the fates to, and it's like he's allowing and he can't resist. It's like he has no choice, right? And then the action card for the Divine Feminine is control. That is not good. I mean, my original hit, that's why I'll always sit with the cards for a minute, but my original hit, so I'm going to pull a second card. Okay, lead. Yeah, I mean, Divine Feminines, that says to me that we're still trying to control it. You know what happens is, no, I'm going to save it. Yeah, I'll save it. Okay. So then the overall unity card, overall unity of the partnership for the week of October 10th. Find balance. Well, we still have the unity cards with the Oracle, Journey of Love. Yeah, it is like this ebbing and flowing where we get excited and then there's a pullback, and we get excited and there's a pullback, and that is a part of us healing. So every time there's a pullback, we get healed a little more. So the uniting energy of the Spiritual Warrior 1 and 2 for the week of October 10th to the 16th, just their united overall energy. What are they experiencing? Angel of Jupiter, awaken, expansion. Yeah. And then for the emotional united energy of Spiritual Warrior 1 and 2, what is their united emotional space? Sweet Soul Rising, another angel, right? Because the masculine has spread your wings in this one. And then for the mental space of both Spiritual Warrior 1 and 2 for the week up to the 10th to the 16th, what is their united mental space? The light field. Now, we are so protected, and this is so like divinely timed, you guys. Okay, and then for the action, the united action of the Divine Masculine Feminine Spiritual Warrior 1 and 2, what is their united action card? Oh, this happens almost every week, I feel, with the united action. There is hope. We've got Shakti and coming together. Oh, so Shakti is divine goddess, right? Divine feminine energy. And coming together is union. That is action. Oh, I can't wait to sit with this control and lead for the feminine, because I feel like I am getting... I feel like there's going to be another hit on that when I sit with these cards for a minute. And then the united overall energy of this amazing twin flame experience that we love so much. We wouldn't want anything else because it's so perfect and beautiful. The heart of the moment. There's so much red down here in the action and the union. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to sit with these and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have sat with the cards, and I definitely have another hit, right? So when I first pull the cards, I kind of am just getting like quick first hits, and Spirit will sometimes channel through me during the pull, and that's when I start rambling typically. And then I sit with them a little bit more just to kind of see them as a cumulative collection of cards, and also to move past some of those first hits that I get just from, you know, the language, like control for me is such an ugly word, and so it's actually a very positive card in this spread. Okay, so the overall energy, united energy. I mean, we are like, this spread is just saying union. Is all I'm going to say. Like, and I know I've been saying it almost like the last 2 weeks, but gosh, I just feel like we're moving closer and closer and closer. So that's why Spirit keeps telling us that, because especially Spiritual Warrior 2, Divine Feminines are like, is he coming? Is he coming? And then, okay, I relax, I let go, but is he coming? You know? And so I feel like this is really just to keep comforting us. It is happening, and it could very well happen this week for some people. It is happening. It is happening. And just because it doesn't happen for you doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's going to happen if you're in this wave by the end of November. Okay? And I don't want to put a timeline on it, but that's what I've been getting, okay? So, Divine Masculine, Spiritual Warrior 1, just breathe. He has moved from the emotional space of breathing, which is, a little more subtle, and our Divine Masculine, Spiritual Warrior 1s aren't incredibly heightened to their more subtle energy bodies, like emotional energy bodies. So he's actually, or she is actually in a space of breathing. And when you breathe, right, you kind of, and you take a look around. So I see the Divine Masculine just like, okay, wait, what am I doing? And then the Divine Feminine is in this energetic space of struggling with accepting love and trusting that it's coming. And yeah, so she's like, part of her is like coming together, like we're coming together. I know it. I can feel it. I feel it. I know. Like there's no doubt. I know I'm divinely blessed. I know I'm divinely guided. I know everything's happening in the most perfect time and I cannot wait. And then it's like, wait a minute, is he coming? Like, when is he coming? And how much longer am I waiting? And so like for me, it was kind of like, I've been waiting thousands and thousands of lifetimes for this. What's another week, 2 weeks? Like what's a little bit longer, like it's happening, and thank God for that. And so, yeah, I feel that's totally what Divine Feminine is putting out there, Spiritual Warrior 2. And then the Angel of Jupiter Awakening. Angel of Jupiter Awakening. It's happening. Union is coming. And the union of Angel of Jupiter Awakening, card number 6. 6 has been coming through with me today. And then I look over at the Divine Feminine and it's card number 4 and 2, which is also a 6. And the Divine Masculine is card number 4 as well. Like number sequencing on fire like this last week. So 2 4s, a 6 and a 2, and then 4 and plus 2 is 6. Anyway, we could go on and on. I'm going to stop. So Angel of Jupiter Awakening is like, change is coming. It's happening. Like change is happening, and instead of trying to control it, just embrace it and have like fun. Like be a little more playful. I've definitely been feeling like some energy to dance and move and like just like feel in my body, like be in my body, yeah. I want you all to allow yourself to be light. Be light, but be light. Don't be heavy. Yeah. So then in the emotional space of the divine, I'm just so excited that the Divine Masculine Spiritual Warrior 2 is finally waking up. And, I get visions all week long, and you don't even know. Like, it's very challenging for me, and I've been losing a lot of sleep and having issues with eating. But yes, I felt it when it happened for the Divine Masculine. They got their wings, too. And so emotionally, for this week, he's spreading, or she's spreading his wings or her wings and feeling into giving and receiving. Like I see emotionally, he's connected to playing with the harmony of life, which is what we've been doing this last week, right? And so like the closer that union comes, the more we mirror each other. Like it's just like mirror to mirror, like we've been kind of mirroring from a distance, so it's been a little warped and strange, but as we get closer, it gets clearer and clearer how similar we are, and that we're all reflecting each other. And so I feel like that the Divine Feminine has been experiencing that energy this week, and the Divine Masculine, or this last week, and the Divine Masculine's feeling it this week. Beautiful. And then the Divine Feminine, Spiritual Warrior 2, is seeking the truth. I got it like right in my heart. It's like peeling back the veils of illusion, seeing exactly everything, exactly how it is, knowing that you are an embodiment of love, what we've been working on for so long. We have become, we have stepped into our power. We are love. We are living and being an embodiment of love and sharing it with the world. I got my first mission from Spirit. They gave me this clear vision of what I needed to do, and it was super simple. In my mind, these missions were so crazy, but it was like, go to Starbucks, there's this guy, he looks like this, and we just want you to make his day. And so I did. I just talked to him, smiled at him, simple missions of just spreading love. And so the divine feminine is like stepping into her deeper connection with spirit, and like I see it as an emotional trust, like really letting go of all those fears. Beautiful. Like that's what we've been needing to do, and we're succeeding this week. We're finally surrendering everything. We've confronted them all and we've let them all go. And so then sweet soul rising. Yeah, that's another angel rising to the light. United emotional energy, you guys. United emotional. I just have goosebumps all day right now. Like my entire body, all the hair on my body is standing up. Like, we are both being lifted up. And just like I said last week, the divine masculine is much faster than us. She is accelerating way faster than we ever could have. And this to me is like, he might be like, we're here and he's here, but he's catching up, and it's like we're emotionally uniting into the light and spreading our wings and being the angels on earth. Yeah. We are spiritual warriors, you know. We really are. Okay, the mental space. So mentally, you know, this is so interesting to me. Okay, I'm just going to talk. Sadness and isolation, solar plexus chakra. And I just noticed 3-3. 3-3 is Holy Trinity union, man. Like that. Okay, so what is happening is his solar plexus chakra. This chakra is our fire chakra, and it burns off insecurities. It strengthens our willpower, like our ability to commit, okay? And it strengthens our confidence, like our ability to know that we can do anything. This is his mental card. She is, Spiritual Warrior 1 is finally feeling worthy. And this sadness and isolation is becoming apparent to she, that it isn't real. That is mentally, she is confronting that fear. That's why that card is there, okay? Confrontation of that fear and letting it go. In the divine feminine, gosh darn, the number sequences. Seek the Truth is card number 7, the emotional card for feminine. And then Move is number 7. 7 for the divine feminine in the mental space. She's moving into union mentally, right? So I think that, and that says, yes, that says that she too has confronted her fears of abandonment and been like, I am not going to be afraid of this. I am going to allow it. And I know the union is coming. Like I am mentally thinking union, and I don't even question it. And therefore I don't feel like I need to hold on to anything or be afraid that he's not coming back, because I know without a doubt that he is. And then the light field, like blown up, right? We are being basked in the love of God, the love of the infinite creator. We are being showered with light. In fact, we're in the light field. In fact, we are light, right? That we finally crossed over, okay? Mentally. That means fears are gone, right? Oh my God. That means that we've cleared our fears, because there's no room for fear in light. And right? And then that's what the cards were saying. I've been crying every day. 1 second, please. I want to move on, but I want to cry, and I don't want to sob on the camera right now. But wow. Okay, please, Spirit, let me just, thank you. Okay. Action. So this happened to me when I was traumatized a couple weeks ago where I wanted to cry, and I just told Spirit that I was tired of crying, and they gave me laughter for about 10 minutes solid. Like I was laughing hysterically, and I looked it up. Laughter and crying release the same endorphins, or the same endorphins in the brain. So now I'm laughing instead of crying. Spirit, can I please focus? Please. I'm very excited. Okay. Heart exploding over here. Thank you. Action card for the Divine Masculine, Spiritual Warrior 1 is below. This is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Number 10. Just point that out. Okay, so Divine Masculine, his action is surrender, moving into destiny, allowing destiny to take him, her, wherever it is. It's total, it's like, whatever. Not in like a whatever, like whatever happens, like, I don't want to, I'm like, I feel like he feels just defeated. Spirit has grabbed him or her and pulled him or her into the light, and she has no choice. And this was, I feel like that came through as like a mental or emotional thing last week. This is action. This is physical. This is happening, right? Because the emotional and mental space, they're happening on a more subtle level, right? Action is what we are doing, yeah? And so then the Divine Feminine is control and lead. Control is strength. Control is knowing what you want and leading and saying, you know what? This is what I want. And so, 8 and 4. I'm just going to say numbers all day. So, the Divine Feminine, and what I'm getting with this is that some Divine Feminines have been very shy and bashful about just going, look, we belong together. Like, let's do this, And, I already communicated this with my Divine Masculine, and I know another Divine Feminine that communicated that with his partner. But I also know that some of you haven't. And, that goes into a whole other thing that I don't want to get tied up into, but telling your twin flame about twin flames is a whole topic on its own. And I'm just going to say, like, that's up to you and your intuition. I don't think it's absolutely necessary to have that conversation. Only you know if that's necessary. What is necessary is for the Divine Feminine to say, I'm not going anywhere. And I want to be with you, and I've already decided, And so I feel like something in that regard, and from your voice clearly, but needing to express that and just owning it. Own it, because now the Divine Feminine is feeling very committed. All the fears have been cleared, and you can just come in confidently and confess or profess your love. If you haven't, let him, her know that you're not going anywhere, because that might just be the final push, right? And again, what Spirit's telling me is it is variant upon each twin flame relationship. And Divine Feminines, if you haven't started to trust your intuition, like you will be this week, or you need to be, because you need to trust yourself. Like, anyone that's in this space with me, I mean, yes, my skills are heightened because I've been doing this for a long time, but every single one of you has a certain level of intuition. And I was talking about that last week. Exercise it. Trust it. Listen to your inner voice. Know that you are being supported, that your guides, your higher self is talking to you all the time. Okay? And then the united energy is Shakti and coming together. Coming together, 6-6. All right? I went to the grocery store today, and my bill came out to $66.66. No joke. And the cashier's like, you've been blessed with the magical number. She observed and noticed and gave me the confirmation, even though I kind of held my breath when I saw it. Anyway, 6-6 was my grocery bill today, and it's coming up as our union of action. And then I got the hit, like last week was union in the overall energy of the twins. This week is union in the action space. And again, goosebumps, geez. I am so excited. I feel like I'm going to explode. Can you tell? And then we have the Shakti. That's that divine feminine energy. And it's like a fire energy. Both men and women have this energy. And when this energy awakens, it's like, it's very empowering. It's an empowerment energy. And you know, I'm a yoga teacher. I study yoga philosophy. I know a lot about Hinduism. Shakti and Shiva represent the union of the divine masculine and feminine, okay? The Shakti hibernates in each of us, and the Shiva is in spirit. And when we raise our Shakti, when we rise it up through the chakras, out of our crown, and connect it with Shiva, union, okay? And union is God. It's infinite. Union of male, female, yin, yang, Shakti, and coming together. If you've been looking for a partner, you are coming together. This is the action. I mean, I always get like nervous about committing to things because somebody's going to come back and be like, I'm not in union. You said it's union. This is for people that are on this wave with me right now. Like, you are in this same energy. This is going to apply to you this week. I'm just saying, I'm nervous to commit, but yes, this week. If you aren't clearing and doing the work, Divine Feminines, guess what reading applies to you? Last week's, right? Because you need to catch up. You need to fix yourself. You need to heal those old wounds. Because when you heal, he, she heals. When you clear, he, she clears. It's simultaneous. You can't sit there and think about what he, she's doing. You need to focus on you. And yes, you will ebb and flow. I don't want you to shame yourself for thinking about him, her, or wondering. I don't want you to shame it. Visit it, right? Don't live there. Acknowledge it. It's a fear. There's something in that fear for you. There's something to confront in that fear. What are you afraid of? Abandonment. Yes. Where are your abandonment issues connected to in this human body? Because this human body, everything you've experienced thus far in your life has been teaching you and training you. You've been in the longest freaking college program of your lifetimes. Like, you have been preparing for this for a very, very, very long time. What did your father do? You know? I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen in the Divine Feminine, don't brush off your relationship with your father. Okay? Everything you experienced with him is a lesson. Even though you've forgiven him, it's a lesson. Okay? Even though he might have been a great dad, there's something there for you. Although I suspect that most Divine Feminines have abandonment with dad, or neglect from dad, or possible abuse from dad. There's a lot of like trust issues with father, and our father figures are supposed to be something we can rely on. And so if we haven't had that, we've been being conditioned and trained to acknowledge these fears. Okay, that came through right now because I know there's going to be some people that aren't in union this week. Yeah. Am I done? Yes. Okay. United energy. Find balance. And what I got is, we're not finding it, ladies and gentlemen. We're in it. We are balancing our energies. It is balance of male, balance of female. We're finally on the same energetic plane, and we are in the heart of the moment. And I don't know how well these come across on the monitor, but the heart of the moment is all red, like bathed in red. This is all about love. And we have all these supporting angels and guides. These guides have never been so clear. Like, I have never heard Spirit talk to me more clearly. Like, this is so blessed. And yes, we have work to do. But it's not the kind of work that you think of in this human body. Like, oh man, I gotta go work from 8 to 5 tomorrow. It's like, oh man, I got some stuff to do. I'm gonna change lives today. Wow. I can't wait. Right? And so in our relationship, we support each other, and we support the explosion of love. We expand into bigger bigger rays of light. We are stronger with our twin, and that is what we've been trying to work towards. Wow. Wow, wow. All right. If you want a reading with me, go to my website, DesireeNicoleLee.com. As I said, I'm still trying to acclimate to getting the readings out on time, and I have to listen to Spirit. I have no choice. Spirit tells me which ones to do first. It's something I'm still working through. I'm targeting a 7-day mark right now in terms of like when you order and when I can get it to you. This last week has actually been a little bit longer, I think, and I really am sincerely sorry. I almost forgot. I hit 888 subscribers. I don't know, sometime this last week. I actually have 969 subscribers, 969, today. And I went through, and I just want you guys to know, like, I scroll through all the names. I ask Spirit to guide me. Doesn't matter what you say. Like, if you ask me to give you a reading, that's fine. If you want that to be your comment. If you give me some long, beautiful story about your twin and need help, I love all your comments. They mean so much to me, but I just want you to know that it doesn't matter if you write a long story or a short sentence. Like, those kinds of things aren't what I decide to pick a name with. I ask Spirit to show me who needs reading the most, okay? And so that's who gets the win. But so your comment puts you in for the prize, and then I look through and scroll through and ask, and I get a name, okay? That's how it works. So guess who's winning? Pamela Fraley Haddock has won the free 3-card pull from me. Congratulations, Pamela. Please email me at Desiree@BlissFULLheart with 2 L's.com, and then we can talk more about getting that reading out to you. And if you want to enter to win the next read, it's for 1,111 subscribers, which I'm really close at 969 today. And I've always kind of connected 1111 with union as well. So I've been planning on making it 1111 for a long time. Okay, I've been waiting for 1111, and I'm getting emotional again. And so I just think it's a beautiful thing that 1111 is syncing up with this week's read after pulling the cards. Yeah. So thank you for watching the whole thing. I love you guys so much. Please walk in the path of love and light, and just allow Spirit to move through you. Trust your intuition. Shed those fears, and trust. They are coming home. Okay? I will talk to you next week. Mwah.